Being this evening's Mooresville Redevelopment Commission meeting, we'll do a pledge and invocation, and we'll get started. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please join me in prayer. Thank you, Lord, for allowing us to gather here tonight, where we're able to consider the ways that we can help this community. We ask that you be with those who are suffering in Texas from weather events and other places around the world. Guide us and direct us. Amen.
Thank you, Brian. Moving down tonight's agenda, item number 3, we have the minutes posted for June 5th, 2025 executive session and public meeting. Are there any questions in regard to the executive session or public meeting for June 5th? Seeing or hearing none, I will ask for a motion to approve those minutes.
I would make a motion that we approve the minutes from the June 5th executive session and public meeting.
I have a first. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed the same. Minutes pass. Financial report. Chelsea sent that out earlier. Are there any questions or comments? Or Chelsea, is there anything you want to add?
More so in regards to the claims, it is our bond payment month, so you'll notice it's bigger than normal.
Mhm.
Of our two to pay for the SRF for sewer, as well as the outstanding bond principal and interest.
Okay.
Happy to answer any questions anybody may have.
Yeah, just one question. I think if I recall, it was July 8th, legal services. There were 4 entries in there in a row. I didn't, is that a normal thing that happens, or does it normally get split out, or how does that work?
So I know specifically, you can feel free to jump in, but I know several of those were for different attorneys. So a couple I think were for Don Williams, who bills separately than Adam bills. So it's just how it was input in. So.
And it might be multiple months. Sometimes by the time we send our bill, and then when I do the invoicing and put them on your register for approval, a lot of times they get bunched up.
Okay.
The actual invoices are in the packet if you want to take a look at them. It's a good question.
Cool. Thank you.
And we can, while you review that, do you want to move down the list, or you?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good.
Continue,
Okay.
please. Sorry.
Oh,
about
you're
that.
good. That's good. Like Chelsea said, that's a good question.
I make a motion that we accept the financial report as presented.
I have a first. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed the same. Moving down to new business. Anybody from the commission have any new business we need to address tonight? Legal or?
I'll do the legal one now.
All right.
It's on page 2. New state law effective July 1st. All agendas now require to include a list of all the appointed members and their terms and the appointing authority. We are in compliance with that new requirement.
It's good to be in compliance. Anything else?
I've asked that be added to the website, so that's also now on the website, just so we're very kosher. It will be on public meeting notices also going forward. So if you just see it and wonder why I'm browbeating everyone, that's why I'm doing it.
Tons of updates.
I will add, I'm flipping back and forth, so I apologize. Going back to financials, we did receive our revenues of the revenues year to date, $2,256,999.85. So we have a current cash balance in our main TIF fund, if you will, of $17,163,411.15.
Was that the May through June interest?
So no, most of that big chunk of that is actually our TIF disbursement.
Oh,
So we'll
okay.
receive,
Got it.
we typically receive, so everybody pays their May taxes
Yeah.
essentially. And so we
Yeah.
typically get that in the June timeframe. So we'll get that in June and then again, November, December. So,
Thank you for that update. Any other questions or comments before moving on from new business? Seeing none, we will go to old business, Patel site update.
we're still working through the punch list. The project is not complete. Banning is still, assisting, and we'll get there. Slowly but surely.
There has been equipment movement out
Yeah,
there, so.
yeah. They're starting to actually work on the buildings, obviously, as well as Hoosier Energy's working on their site. So there's lots of movement. So yeah, yep.
Perfect. Questions or comments? Main Street update.
We are live with bid docs. So that went live late last week. We have, as of yesterday, 7 prime contractors and a single subcontractor on the bidders list. So it is all available online through Bid Express, which is an online service. So it's really nice because it's very compact and everybody can go there. I'm sure, Greg, you're probably familiar with it.
What are the Bid Express?
Bid Express, yep. So all the plans are available to just upload. It has meeting dates for like pre-bid calls. Okay. It has Q&A, timelines for when questions are required, cutoff dates. It streamlines the entire process as far as I'm concerned. Also, as the client, if you will, I can also then go in and download documents, like once we have a contractor, like their insurance documents, and it's just kind of a one-stop shop. Somebody was I wish I would have thought of it, because it's a really good idea, but it's kind of a one-stop shop for all things. So it is live. I did receive from Indiana American this week, as we're going again in contract, so that includes the water main relocation replacement, a agreement that Attorney Storwald is going to review, just as who's on first, who's on second, what's that really look like going in contract. So bids will be open at our August 7th meeting, and then we will need to decide when we will award that. So again, they'll be opened live here, taken under advisement, make sure we're comparing apples to apples and the bids are the same thing, and then Banning will make a recommendation. I am on vacation the week of our September meeting. Sorry about that. So you are free to meet without me on September 4th. We could hold a special meeting. They'll need a week or two to review. So we could hold a special meeting in August, or you can hold your regularly scheduled meeting September 4th, but I will not be here, but I can have someone here. Or we can reschedule the September meeting. So something I would like to think through, because we will have bidders here in August who will want to know when they need to come back and when it will be awarded. So.
Do we want to, when the full commissioner, reach out to Commissioner Pipkin as well to see what fits in everyone's schedule?
August is a tough month with budgeting
Yeah.
for me, for
Yeah,
the county
Makes
side.
sense.
I would rather reschedule that September meeting so that we have a concrete date on the schedule. That's my preference.
That's fine.
And it's really, we're not pushing the project. I mean, we're not really planning to start construction until 26 anyway, so
Yeah.
awarding it in September is not a big deal.
Yeah.
I apologize that I'll be gone
That's
the
fine.
4th, but I'll send a note to everybody and we'll get consensus on a
Okay.
meeting date, including Aaron.
Perfect.
Is there any kind of time limit on those bids? No?
Is that Bid Express just for municipal or?
No, I don't think so. Actually, I just pulled it up and the first thing that came up was a project in LA. So, I mean, it is a national tool. It's not specific to,
I was wondering, 'cause
I've got it. You can come look at it after the meeting, Greg. Take a look at it. It's pretty cool.
I am curious, so we had done the bidding process before.
Yes.
are what we're putting out there for requirements different now than they were before?
They are because of Indiana Americans project.
Project.
Yes. We made a slight change with the addendum on how we are handling stormwater by the railroad track, so that's also included. But otherwise, it's more or less the same. Yeah.
Yep.
I will also add that I have a contract from Banning that I have not presented because part of it is for coordination with Indiana American. Part of it is to rebid. So I'm asking Indiana American to pay for the part that is directly correlated with their portion. So I have presented that to them, and as we work through the agreement, I expect that I'm hopeful that will be remedied. So just FYI.
How's the railroad permit progressing?
We're working through that. Our legal counsel is, not this legal counsel, Don Williams is leading the charge on working through the railroad
How smoothly that was going.
process.
I was curious about that too, but I also wasn't sure, because we discussed it in an executive session, so I wasn't sure what
Yes.
part of that was public at this point on the railroad issue.
We're working with the railroad,
Okay.
yes. Yes.
Okay.
Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, we will go down to legal managerial update. Who wants to go first?
Thought we did this.
Yeah, well, I've got a couple other things I can add. I'm sure everybody's shocked. So regarding the Mooresville Industrial Park, so we still have, if you remember, approximately 10 acres west of Haymaker Drive that the Redevelopment Commission still owns. About 3.5 of that are buildable acres. So it's kind of an odd site. There's detention on it, floodplain, lots going on. So our listing agreement actually has lapsed with Michael Weiser had it listed for the last several years. And he and I had a conversation, and he's like, this is not our bailiwick. This is an anomaly. They did a good job on the 100 acres. This is a little bit different. So I'll be working with the EDC, make sure it is on the site and building database for the state of Indiana. But right now, we don't have an official listing agreement with anyone. I think we've got some other things in play potentially that it's fine. And I appreciate the work that Cushman Wakefield did.
Sure.
So, just wanted to let everybody.
Just curious as to what was that price? Do you recall?
There were a lot of issues when we talked about that property because, when we sold the rest of the property, we sold it between $59,000 and $69,000 an acre. But when you're talking about 10 acres, but 3.5 are buildable, ish.
Got it.
So, it was always kind of, if we had anybody interested, is like, okay, so what makes sense? So I think we were looking more on that, 65-ish an acre for like 4 acres, was closer to what we were looking at the time.
Okay.
So
Yeah, buildable part, is that down the flood area? Floodway?
part of it is. So again, yeah, it's an interesting parcel. So, any other questions on that? I did have a conversation this morning with Jason Semler. He is working on the neutralizations, the TIF neutralizations, which is due in August. And so he and I discussed him coming to do the annual report to the underlying taxing units likely in September. So that he can kind of have the latest and greatest numbers available as best he can.
Okay.
So,
Good deal. Questions or comments? Anything else?
that's all I got.
All right. For good of the order. Mr. Overton?
We gotta review claims.
Oh, review the candidates. I guess we'll do that too.
Yeah, which they're down there, so. You should make the motion with the number on it.
There you go.
Motion to approve claims in the amount of $484,955.44.
I've got a first. Do I have a second? First and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed the same. Claims pass. Now we'll go down to forget of the order. Mr. Overton.
Again, just the issue they're having out in, out in Texas with, I mean, just a natural disaster. It's awful. It's affecting, more than just Texas.
Yeah.
So, I think it kind of raises some eyebrows around, every community to ensure that they're ready for something catastrophic like that, so.
Exactly. Well put. Thank you. Mr. Sweeney?
Echo the same thing, pray for Texas and their people, and I'm happy to be from Mooresville, Indiana.
There you go. Mr. Cole?
It is fair season. I was at the fair yesterday, great event. It's going all week long, and we got the Old Settlers coming up soon, so excited to have all of those summer events.
Yep.
And we have a street fair Saturday, right? I believe it's the street fair here Saturday.
This Saturday?
Yep, so come enjoy Mooresville.
A lot going on. Hard to believe summer's coming to a close. So, at least for the kids going back to school. A lot of good weather left, but the kids and my wife, who's a teacher, is counting down. So, Mr. Stewart, anything?
Nothing for me.
Ms. Mance? Alrighty. Next meeting date will, as so far has been set for Thursday, August 7th, 2025 at 6 p.m. Is that still fit in everybody's schedule? Sure. Alrighty. I need that motion to adjourn then. Motion to adjourn? I got a first. I have a second.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed the same. We will see everybody at our next meeting. Thank you.
Quick.
I know. I really thought I had a shot.